Have you ever thought about doing a deep dive assessment of what you really want in your life? Like what you want, not what everybody wants. I think that's hard for many of us because I think we take on other people's stuff. Many of us might even have codependent tendencies where we find ourselves taking care of the other person, being there for the other person, being there for all our friends, family, everybody. But when it comes to us, we just feel lost. Maybe we don't feel like we have purpose. Maybe we feel like we're not enough. Maybe we also don't really know who we are because we don't ask those big questions. What do we want in life? What do we want out of life? What do we want to achieve in life? These are big questions. And I think most of these questions get swept under the rug because we're too busy taking care of other people and helping their life because that's easier. It's easier to see what somebody else can be doing. It's easier to see the flaws or the things that need to change in someone else's life. But what about going back to us? And one of the things that I've realized is the more that we're focusing on other people, we almost tend to lose our identity. The more we lose what's important to us, the more we lose our identity, the more we don't feel fulfilled in life anymore. Like fulfillment seems to go away. And the only fulfillment we have is when we're taking care of somebody else or something else. So how do we change that? Are you happy in your current life? Are you happy in your marriage? Are you happy in your job? On a day-to-day basis, are there things that you want to do that you're not doing? Do you feel like you're walking through the motions every day? And the reason why I wanted to talk about this and have this conversation today is because I think many of us are there. You don't know what you really want because you haven't asked the questions. And maybe also when we ask the questions, we don't know what the options are. But beginning to open up our eyes and asking ourselves, hey, am I happy? Are there some things that I can do to feel more content? Are there some things that I want to explore in life that I haven't done? What are those things? Is there time that you're not spending on yourself that you're spending on other people that you need to be spending on you? And what do you want to be doing in that time? These questions are important because it allows us to realize the big thing is that we are multi-dimensional. We are deep, thoughtful beings that deserve to think about ourselves. We deserve, and I'm not talking about narcissistically, like focusing on yourself all the time and you're the center of attention. That is not what I am trying to do. I'm not trying to get everybody to become a narcissist. What I'm saying is that I think that many of us don't even think about anything about ourselves. And if we do, it's an afterthought. It's an afterthought because everybody else seems to come first and then you come dead last and you don't have any more energy. And that's where I think the rubber meets the road. And so maybe getting a journal and writing down some thoughts about how you feel. Are you happy in your current situation? Are you happy in your relationship? If not, why? What are the big questions that you want to ask? What are the things that really, really cause stress in your life? What are the things that create happiness in your life? What are the things that you want to be doing more of? And start taking accountability of all the relationships that you spend your most time with. Is that helpful? Are they helpful? Are they giving you something? Are they creating value in your life? What's happening with those things in your life? And what's happening in those relationships? And are there some relationships currently in your life that maybe don't need to be there or need to be in a different format? Maybe not taking up as much time or not at a certain level, or need to be even at a deeper format where you need to get to the next level. And getting that journal and writing these things out and spending at least a few minutes a day thinking about what you need, what you want, is a valuable thing. Because I think that many people that are a part of my channel have that tendency of losing themselves and losing their identity somewhat because they're trying to help everybody else because that's just the way that we were raised. And trying to get out of that codependency and trying to focus on what we want is something that is valuable, even if it's 10 minutes a day. Okay, it's going to be my 10 minutes of this day is for me time right now to think about what I need, what I want. What can I do in my life right now to feel better, to feel like I've achieved more, to feel more success? What are some ways that I can spend my time to better myself, to encourage myself, to motivate myself? And so I wanted to bring this up. Ask yourself these questions. Start writing down some answers. Start brainstorming. You might not get the answers for days, maybe weeks, but begin to brainstorm to figure out what that looks like. If you like these types of conversations that make you think, subscribe to the channel. And that helps me, and also you can be aware of the videos that are coming out, because these are the questions we need to be asking. Things aren't going to change in our life unless we do the change. We're the ones that have to step up to the plate and make the changes to our own life to be happier. In the comment section, let me know. Do you feel like you sometimes overlook yourself? Do you feel like you're putting everybody else first? Have you thought about these questions? Have you thought about what really makes you tick and what you want more of? This is the big topic. Because in the end, nobody's going to give us a t-shirt that said, hey, you helped everybody else, but you didn't help yourself. You know, we don't have a do-over. So why not try to make the best of this and make the most of it and begin to at least see our value a little bit each day, and reminding ourselves of our value by thinking about what we actually want for 10 to 15 minutes a day, and trying to put ourselves first for those few minutes so that we can begin to see our value. I'm sure other people see your value, but I don't know if you see yourself and how valuable you really are. Don't forget to live your true life.